A look there at a sold-out crowd that's been whipped into a frenzy. It's Game 3 of the National League Division Series between the LA Dodgers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And you got to figure here in a 5-game series, the odds are long for coming back when you're down 2-0. But hey, it's not impossible. Just think of the Giants and Reds in the 2012 series, or way back in 2001, the A's and the Yankees. Remember that? It can happen. So you can bet that these guys would love to finish the series off right here and now, so they can take a few days off and relax and maybe watch a little baseball.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Arizona Diamondbacks.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Steve, what's the focus for this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
Well, I think you need to take advantage of balls up in the zone, and you could probably say that almost every day, but this is a great hitter's park. You get something to drive, they end up in the seats here.
Zach Greinke gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Yeah, guys, he did get the win in his last outing, but he only threw 5 innings. They'd like to see him go a little deeper here in this one.
And with that, let's bring in a look at the defensive alignment for the Diamondbacks. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, if you can say there is a defensive threat on this team, he's standing down there at first base. I say that because he's very good at keeping balls in front of him, helping his fellow infielders. Just a guy that's an asset every single day.
Chris Taylor heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball. Underway this evening as the first pitch is taken for strike one as we get started right on time at 7:05 p.m.
7:05.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And our game time temperature this evening, a nice 74 degrees. Greinke's ready, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest.
And that's one of the questions we'll ask as this night goes on. Can he wind up putting guys away with that fastball? You know, I think he gave a pretty clear indication, one batter into the ball game, that he brought his good stuff with him tonight.
First offering on its way. Corey Seager comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well,
some call Simmons a pitcher's umpire because he's been known to have a wide zone at times, but I think he evens it out, to be honest with you. Pretty fair overall.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo shot here to left. His first homer here in the series. And the Dodgers strike first, 1-0.
And this is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing. And sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
Justin Turner will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just one hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. But he's got to make sure he doesn't press up there, or that average is going to continue to go south.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Batting 4.
Cody Bellinger takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and 1 away. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he lays off there. 1-0.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Just getting deeper and deeper into trouble here in the first inning. He's one guy already. Now he's the guy here.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
And that one is a cold strike as he's rebounded to run it full now. 3-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit. Striding into the box, Yasiel Puig. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Well, we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
Liner towards second. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. But the Dodgers are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. On to the bottom of the first at Chase Field. It's now 1-0 L.A. With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, you have to be impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. He knows how to stay within himself and come through in the clutch.
Yu Darvish is on the mound, and he'll look to wrap up this division series. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, remember, he will show that cutter just to keep the hitter off balance and basically to keep the hitter honest. Doesn't want him sitting on certain pitches.
And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Dodgers. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
David Peralta will dig in here, and it's been a series to forget for him so far as you see the numbers there. Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. His first homer so far in the series, and the Diamondbacks strike here to make it a 1-1 ball game. Standing in now, Ketel Marte, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one.
Yeah, same pitch here from the home run ball, but this one's in a much better spot down at the knees.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
That's the way you want to see guys respond after giving up a home run. You know, some guys, they go into a shell, they hang their heads. Some guys get a little gun shy, they start to nibble at the corners. This guy, he gets teed off, and he comes right after the next guy in the lineup. If I'm a pitching coach, that's what I want to see.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Hit to first. Belanger takes it in, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. J.D. Martinez will get a shot here, and he's looking to get off the schneid. Hitless in the series so far.
And he's an important guy to get going. If they're going to have any chance in this series, he really needs to start getting a little more involved.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
And this has been a pretty good comeback from that leadoff home run. 2 straight outs now and 2 strikes here as well.
Puig will call him off as he makes the catch and the side is retired. But the Diamondbacks come back to tie it on this solo home run. Second inning coming up, all even at 1 apiece. Austin Barnes makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Austin Barnes.
Greinke steps into his windup. First pitch on its way. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
He's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Hit sharply toward the right side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Into the box, Curtis Granderson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Greinke over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Sets the target low here, and it misses. 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. In there, 1-2 now.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
Runner goes for second. Hit well on the ground to first. And this will work as a sacrifice as they get the out at first, but the runner moves into scoring position at second base.
Batting 8, second baseman.
Runner in scoring position at second with one away. And making his way in is the second baseman, Chase Utley. Here comes the first pitch. And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. One out and a runner on second base. 1-2 now. Grounded back up the middle. Marte is there. Throw to first, and Utley's retired. 2 gone. Coming to the plate now, Yu Darvish. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
And, boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And you can't make this easy on him right here. At least make some contact and force him to make a play.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Well, you can tell he thought he had him.
I thought he had him, too.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. One left for L.A. We'll go to the bottom of the second, tied at 1. Jake Lamb strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Cut fastball taken for strike one.
And I think for these guys now, as they come into this ball game, you got to look for your leadership and say, all right, we lost the first 2 on the road, but now we have to take care of business at our place. We're back home now. We've got great fans behind us. They're not going to give up. So we just have to go out there and pretty much do what we can do to play another day. Take it one at a time.
A.J. Pollock will take his cuts now, and he is one guy whose bat has not made the transition from regular season to postseason.
Yeah, and he was so good during the regular year, but he's been a non-factor so far in this postseason.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. And with 2 away now, we give you another glance at our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And here in this Game 3 of the Division Series, the big question is, will we see a sweep? Daniel Descalzo stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Boy, he may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. 2 out, nobody on. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more from Game 3 after this. Chris Taylor is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rout.
Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball one.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
And, looked like ball two below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Swing and a miss as it's dropped behind the plate. Iannetta gathers, but the throw is late, and he's aboard after the strikeout. So not the start to the inning he was looking for as he got the strikeout, but the runner reaches anyway. Greinke comes set. Here's the first pitch. Corey Seager is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 on its way. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Peralta will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1. Into the box now, Justin Turner. He drew a walk his first time up. He's set. Here it comes. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. A 1 pitch on its way. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. He took second fairly easily. Any thought of third base here?
I don't think so. You've got a good hitter at the plate. A single is probably all he needs. I'd let him try to drive you in.
Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Hot shot towards the hole, and that's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
First baseman number 35.
Now to the plate, Cody Bellinger. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch on its way. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hold. 0-2.
Now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. 1 there on to Goldschmidt. A double play. Inning over. Your basic 6-4-3 will get him out of danger. We'll have more of Game 3 after this message. Chris Iannetta will stand in now to lead against a guy who's definitely...
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through.
And Iannetta can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2 now.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you've got to be thinking, he just pulled off of that one a little.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Utley is there for it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting,
David Peralta will stand in to try to duplicate his first at-bat where he homered to open the inning.
It's great when he gets out there and get things going like he did. Really gets the rest of the team involved.
That's by him for strike one.
Now he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. Through 3 complete, all tied 1 apiece. Yasiel Puig is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
The right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
Here's Greinke back to work now as he jumps ahead of the first man to greet him. It's strike one. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. Greinke looks in. 0-2 on its way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Pollock. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher.
Ready now, Austin Barnes. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. And Greinke gets ahead with the fastball. 0-1.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. On the ground to third. Lamb fields it cleanly. Throw on to first is in time, and Greinke's got himself 2 outs.
The left fielder, number 3, Curtis Granderson.
Digging in, Curtis Granderson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. When he finds his spot there, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
Oh, right down Main Street with that one. 2-2. Ground ball right side. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Chase Utley stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Called strike. 0-2.
And you know, you get stuck sometimes being that number 8 hitter trying to work the count and trying to buy a little extra time for your pitcher. Now, that's a pitch right down the middle that maybe a number 4 hitter jumps all over.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Peralta is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Dodgers leave 1. On to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Ketel Marte is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Taylor giving chase. 1 away. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike 1. The 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. One out, nobody on. And the slider gets him swinging. Two gone. J.D. Martinez is at the plate now. Flied out at his first at-bat. And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. Fifth inning coming up, tied at 1. Yu Darvish will come forward now to start things out against his opposite number. And these two have matched each other pitch for pitch here through the first half or so of this ball game.
Yeah, I think we had an idea runs might be hard to come by. You know, maybe not this hard to come by, but both of these guys have been just about flawless so far.
And the throw to first will be in time, so they stamp out the bunt attempt. Chris Taylor will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. 1 run, 5 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. Corey Seager strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And that misses inside 1-0. Hard liner toward short. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Yeah, a nice job there to get on base with a 2-out single. When you're facing a guy that's getting up there in pitches, this can be important because instead of being out of the inning, if he's forced to make 10 pitches or so after this, he might be out of this game.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet. Not by a long shot.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Protecting with 2 strikes. Went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for L.A. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Jake Lamb comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. High and deep to right center. Back goes Puig, still going back. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Stepping in and ready for another shot, A.J. Pollock. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. And he falls behind 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And he will make the play. 2 away now. Daniel Descalzo is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And they'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball 1. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike, 1-1. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball, 1-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
The catcher, number
Chris
8.
Iannetta comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And he's really going to have to fight now.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Cody Bellinger will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
This whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run, that's it.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Pollock waits on it. 1 down.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Stepping in, Yasiel Puig. He flew out in his last at-bat. And now some action in that Arizona bullpen as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. And he takes ball 1. That's wide, 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Hit hard to short. Backhanded. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting,
Austin Barnes will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now. Just missing here, 2-0.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Line towards center field. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
It wasn't just that he was getting fastballs there. He was getting hittable fastballs. This catches a ton of the plate, and he turns it around for a solid single.
Here's the first pitch to him. Curtis Granderson is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
He's going to get a visit from his catcher here because even though he got away with that last pitch, it was right down the middle of the plate, nowhere near the target. And this is not the guy you want to start missing your location with.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard to the right side. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. A 3-run home run for Chase Utley. His first homer here in the series, and the Dodgers move out in front now, 4-1. Now the Diamondback skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change here, as that's going to be all tonight for Zach Greinke. David Carpenter will come in and pitch now. Stepping in now, Yu Darvish. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
Yeah, nice to get that call right out of the bullpen.
In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Strike three, and that'll put an end to a big inning. But the Dodgers strike for three, all courtesy of the 3-run home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's now 4-1 LA. Gregor Blanco is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Gregor Blanco.
Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Line drive to center field. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out, as that's taken in for the first out.
Now batting,
David Peralta will stand in. 1 for 2 with a solo shot back in the first inning. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now, as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. And it's quickly 0-2. 6th inning, 4-1 is our score. Hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single. Ketel Marte will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
And maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Paul Goldschmidt will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And another foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Arizona. They trail it 4-1. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Andrew Chafin is on the pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Andrew Chafin.
Chris Taylor will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And he takes a called strike 2. Line toward right center. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through. Corey Seager will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Swing and a liner, but foul. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Drilled to first. Taken in by Goldschmidt. There's one. On to Goldschmidt, but too late as they'll just get the 1. Justin Turner steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
Oh, that's a good fastball right there, and you had to figure that he was looking for that sinker.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. A pause and the 0-2. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Drilled right back up the middle, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Now a long throw to third, but too late, and he's safe at third. Cody Bellinger will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And I'm sure he'd like a base hit right now here of any sort. But hey, another fly ball wouldn't be all that bad because he should be able to drive in a run with a sacrifice fly.
And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. On to first, and they get the double play. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 7th inning stretch time coming up here in the desert. It's the Dodgers 4 and the D-backs 1. J.D. Martinez will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit. Jake Lamb will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Darvish pauses. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ballgame. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
He continues to pitch well out there. Here's his pitch breakdown so far.
A.J. Pollock.
A.J. Pollock stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball at 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Daniel Descalzo will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. In there, strike one.
And this offense has just been stuck in neutral. Even when they get a guy on to start the inning, they've got nothing to go with it.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
And the one thing this guy will do, he won't give away at-bats. He may not be the most talented guy on the field, but he'll grind you up there.
1 run, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Diamondbacks, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Pat Neshek will be summoned from the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Yasiel Puig is at the plate as he watches ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yep, they went right back to that same pitch on the outside corner, and that's a good job of laying off both times.
A strike, and it's 2-1. Hot shot down the line. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Gets a small piece near the plate. Iannetta gonna have to hurry, and he sails it over his head. That ball's down the line, and this is trouble. And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Man alive, what a disaster defensively. And he's going to wind up at third after this one, as they're going to score this one a 3-base error. Ouch.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a liner. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. Make it 5-1. Curtis Granderson digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Well, he just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
That evens it up 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. On hit well by Granderson. This ball's in the air to deep right, and that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A 2-run home run for Curtis Granderson. His second home run of the series, as it's now a 6-run ball game. David Hernandez will come on now in a mop-up role, as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. In there at the knees, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Chopped weakly to the right. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
The pitcher, number 21.
Yu Darvish steps in for a 4th plate appearance tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game.
Yeah, he's been in total control of this game, Matt. I see no reason to be going with anybody else out there on the mound right now.
Kike Hernandez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Kike Hernandez.
Hard hit to first. Fielded by Goldschmidt. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Chris Taylor digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Two one. Here it is. Cue shot here out toward short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Dodgers 7 and the D-backs 1. Brandon Morrow will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Leading off the inning, Chris Iannetta, and they'll need him to get something going here. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Belanger in foul ground. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Now batting.
There's a look at the inning-by-inning recap. 7-1 our score as we play the 8th inning of this one. Brandon Drury will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him, because that thing was right down Broadway.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. David Peralta will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Chop foul at the plate. Strike 1. Now a ball sprayed fouled into the seats near third. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Hit high and deep to right center. Taylor ranging back. Gone! Solo shot to right center. His second of the game, and it's a 7-2 game now.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. A power pitcher on the mound, throwing a hard fastball to a power hitter at the plate. He takes a big swing and squares it perfectly. I mean, that's as long a home run as you're going to see.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Chopped foul right at home plate. On the ground up the middle. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But the Diamondbacks do get one back courtesy of this solo home run. On to the 9th inning from Chase Field. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Diamondbacks 2. Fernando Rodney come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Corey Seager strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. Rodney's ready. 1-1 on its way. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Man, I don't know what he's waiting for. That one was even more down the middle than the last one was.
The short hit hard. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting,
Justin Turner ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Shot to third. But quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the second out.
First baseman number 35.
Riding in once again, Cody Bellinger. He's 1 for 4 for the game. And Rodney with a good fastball out of the pen. No balls and a strike.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and he gets a fastball up in the zone, and he hammers it out to deep left field. And this baby is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left. His first homer so far in the series, as it's now a 6-run ball game. In now is Yasiel Puig, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here's the 0-2. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. But the Dodgers add on courtesy of this solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Diamondbacks. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Diamondbacks 2. Kenley Jansen will come on here. Not a save situation, but he'll try to close it out nonetheless. Paul Goldschmidt will be the one to start things off, with his guys needing a 9th inning rally here if they're going to force a game 4. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
They haven't been afraid of coming right after this guy. They've made him have to swing the bat.
Over for a look here is Puig, but this is into the seats, a foul ball. Here it comes, 0-2. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. J.D. Martinez will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. High and deep to center field. Taylor ranging back to the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And Martinez will hustle all the way to third. He's in with a triple. So coming to the plate, Jake Lamb. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
And that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. No reason to give him a pitch that he likes.
And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly. A.J. Pollock will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1.
Now, after that sac fly, this is where you got to just clear the deck and start this inning over.
And this is swung on and missed, so the Diamondbacks are down to their final strike now. Swing and a little tapper. Barnes is up with it, and the Dodgers are going to advance. They're through to the National League Championship Series.
Well, that's a pretty good celebration going on down there on the field, but they know that they have a lot of work left to do, and they'll start thinking about it all over again here in a couple of days when they play in the NLCS.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the NL Division Series on MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers. 8 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Diamondbacks, 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. The winning pitcher is Yu Darvish. A loss goes to Zach Greinke. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 28 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, 49,033. The Diamondbacks thank you for joining us here at Chase Field and remind you to please drive home safely.